Hey, what's up guys, Mikas here for the EDM session. This is episode 102 and today we're gonna make some tribal techno. What I mean by tribal techno is I'm gonna take some techno, heavy drums, big kick, minimal melodies and stuff, and I'm gonna just jam some percussions in there, some tribal percussion, some drums, some different elements to drive the track, have a minimal bass and maybe some effects, but really it's gonna be techno but with a tribal house feel. This actually used to be quite popular back in the days, like, you know, when house was not so much blending with techno. We had techno and we had house, so trance was barely emerging in the late 1990s, so there was some tracks that was very tribal oriented with a lot of drums, so this is what I will at least try to do today. And I'll tell you a bit more about the EDM session. We got over 100 episodes that are available now, so for each episode there's a dedicated Logic Pro X template, so every time I do an episode I make the project in Logic Pro X, and right after that I upload it to our site wemakedancemusic.com along 5,000 other DAW templates. So every episode get a template, and the episode of course is a tutorial, so you join both, you learn a lot, and you can remix the track right away for only $5 by the way. So let's get started. So I set up the DAW to 125 BPM, which I think is decent. You know, I'm thinking tribal, I'm thinking Chas and Sabalo, I'm thinking Iberican house, I'm thinking, you know, but like with a techno flavor. You know, we all like techno. Techno is a bit more pure, it's a bit more, you know, rooted into the essence of dance music, because it's one of the first genre that made it and it's still striving after so many years, so we have to pay a tribute to techno. So here's the kick that I choose. Very techno-y. I mean, we all agree that this is definitely a techno kick. So I'm not sure this kit will have oh yeah, that's definitely not bad at all. I feel like starting with this one, and I want to go a bit irregular, you know. Have a look. I'm going to quantize it and then yeah, absolutely. Oh, I'm on the wrong channel here. So one of the important thing when I start, I mean, if you're only beginning producing music with the sequencer, it's very important to separate the elements. So later down in the mix, you know, I really not recommend using loops to create music. If you want to use something, use a template, reminiscent.com. But you know, this way I can mix it, I can change, I can remove the lows, I can do so many things that are super important. So, and I'm really gonna make this track in real time with you guys, like punching the percussions. If I would have a pad, would be fun, but I don't really need anything. So the second part of the percussion is just to mark the beat even more. It's the first one that we just did. So again, I'm going to quantize it. I'm not at the right place there. Okay, can deal with that. I can already hear that I need something else, because the bottom part, the plate after part is good. This is good, but you know, we need some more elements for sure. It's a bit loud. Recording it on the right channel, but it's okay because we work in MIDI and it's no problem, it's non-stop. Bang. Okay, this here, this little snare, definitely. Oh, do something with here. Okay, this part is what I am looking for here. This. I'm not 1% certain, but let's try. That remind me of some tribal tracks a lot. After all those years listening to electronic music, I heard so many. Dun, 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 dun. So this is almost flamenco-y kind of rhythm, so we're good. Making some percussions. Let's not forget this part that we're having here that I wanted to continue. We got snare scoops. I have a mid-tom here that could be used for that. So I'm using Drum Machine Designer, which got already all the channels kind of laid and can you hear the relation between this and that? So this and that here. Oh, this one. So you don't want drums to be alone on their own, not really doing anything. Can you deselect this? I don't know why it's all selected now. Ah, it's because of the solo. So I was saying you don't want drums on their own that are just there kind of hitting, that is not really creating like a sequence, like a circle. So you want things to circle. So one thing always lead to another, so there's no dead moment like pump pump and then there's nothing and then pump pump, but it has to roll, you know, it has to have a rhythm. Of course it's drums. So there. This snare I feel we can do better. So we're gonna check if we can improve on this. We don't necessarily need a snare. Yeah, I like that. This time is too loud, way too loud. This is also loud. I want things to be in the background. What we need now is like a mid-tom, a bit in the same rhythm as this, I would say would work. Or I could also just do a little, not the tom I'm looking for here. Okay, we're gonna get it. And I already started feeling the bass, or thinking what the bass would be, and I think it's gonna be in the I love this low tom. It's pretty much a bass, really. I'm tempted. Let's continue and see. Ooh. Okay, so I like a part of it. The last two are excellent, so Okay, so this is very good. Maybe here. Yeah, that's it. This is some nice groove already, guys. And we're not even having a hi-hat in there or anything. Hi-hat would just top it off to really put everything together. I would like a click to complement this little snare rhythm here, so I'm going to take the rhythm. Ooh, I think I will use it like this, and I'm going to put a tape delay on it to try to jam with it a little bit on top. So it's going to be the same bass as, not bass as bass line, but bass as bass pattern as the snare, but we're gonna use what I've been lately. I just started. I'm exploring really much more in depth the Logic plugins as I do this series, because I use only Logic plugins. So a little bit dubby. Explore a little bit. Because it's a complete pattern, it's a bit off, it's gonna be tough. No, I like the dub. Can, if you want to really funk it up, but I like some dry. I think we need some more drums, guys. I mean, saying we're getting there, but not quite. I like this tom low. I have a drum sound that really remind me of the tribal kind of stuff, and I want it in there, right there. I'm sure we're gonna find it. No? You know this classic? Ooh, that's good too. No. That's close. I think I should replicate it, and then we will have the bass for what we will integrate. That's what I was looking for, guys. Here that the tape delay is running a bit much. Let me drop the feedback a little bit. So this is what I was looking for. This. And I would probably run it like this. So this is the track without hi-hat. Now we're gonna put some hi-hats, and this is gonna make a world of difference, because you cannot make dance music without a hi-hat, if you know my opinion. If you know my opinion, well, go watch some other tutorials. Okay, voila. We need some hi-hats. definitely needs some mixing, guys. Don't take it as a finished track yet, okay? And I think I'm gonna change this hi-hat to hi-hat open deep tech. I like this. There's some side chaining to do. Mostly some mixing, I would say. I'll go straight, instead of doing some mixing, you can compress, right? But anyway, I am gonna go into this here. I'm gonna try to get it to work a little bit. So it makes things a bit easier for our drum channels. Holy shit, that is trippy. I shouldn't have done that. I'll do that as a trick later in the track. So if the percussions now, we need a bass and need to be fat. I mean, need to be serious, low. I think I used this a couple times lately, and woof, the sub on there. Oh, it's so low that could use that. You use that in hip hop and trap like crazy. I don't care. It's just satisfactory. See that G does. Right, I think it's a success. Maybe. No, I think it's fat. This is the low end. On this is incredible. Quantize. I mean, for what there is to quantize. Percussion side. Of course, when we work onto completing the track, the parts of the percussion that are going in are not going to be the same. Oh, I think I just heard my son saying that I'm bruyant. Ooh. This is so intense, like my head is like, whew. So I have a feeling I don't want to go too melodic techno, but I think it's cool right now, so we're gonna put a bit of melodic techno in there, some brass or something. Guys, sorry. very simple again. Very important to keep it as simple as possible. I'm not certain this is going to be the final rendition of this. Whoa. I'm gonna cut a bit of the percussions to relax a little bit because it's a bit intense. I'm gonna go back to the basic. So the question is, how can I go melodic? How is it possible for me not to go melodic? I just can't. Guys, I'm gonna need some help, some professional help or something, because I always want to go melodic. Yeah, I seriously need some help, you know, maybe some hardcore, some hardcore music treatment to get me to be like super hardcore, raging and stuff. I can't, I just have to go melodic, guys. If not, I find music is boring. If there's not enough substance, if there's not enough thickness, if there's not enough chunk and it's the same freaking beat for 5 minutes and you're like, well, this is not music. It like this. Sound like old school, to me at least, you know. Well, who am I? So what am I doing now, guys? I think I'm gonna put a bit of a rolling kind of bass in there, like something like tukadoo, 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 tukadoo. Well, it's not there yet because it's still the same sounds, but Some rhythmic. I want some. Dance loop, whoa. Ooh. Okay, that's immediate yes. Let's see what else. Ooh. Very old school, guys. Now that we have some elements, at least we start having some elements, I'm gonna mix a little. See, what I will do is, because I believe we have enough enough for a track there, definitely. With all of this, I have enough to put it together and make it into a track. But for that, first I'm gonna remove this musical typing. Second, I mean, the first thing that I do once I have all the elements, I mean, the mix is definitely not there, is I like to, I'm gonna make it a bit longer here. And then I'm gonna start a remix, like a complete remix. I'm gonna put everything down. There's no automation written anyway, so I'm gonna select everything that has, except for this top channel here. So all of the instruments that are used down, all of the drums that are used down, again, except for the master channel, like the bus here. Oh, I think this one is up. Okay, so now I can start a mix. This kick, I think I'm gonna keep this skip well. It's very hard to mix. I'm gonna keep it. So I'm gonna start with the kick straight up. Why is it hard to mix? Because the bottom is so just chunked out. So maybe without the envelope doesn't do anything at all. I don't even know what is there. Look ahead, gain, out level, time. Am I missing something, guys? Okay, if I want to do that, if I want to cut that, oh, that's an idea. I like it better. Out level, not quite necessary here. Time. threshold. But why look ahead? I'm not too sure if it... There's not enough difference for me to care, so let's check out the output of the bass. -8, a bit too loud. I'm gonna give it -9 to give ourselves a bit of space. Then I'm gonna drop the bass. I'm gonna try to mix it with it, probably sidechain it a little. I might try to bring it up. No. It's very good for a sub, but I think it will need at least one compressor for the sidechain. Instrument, kick. So at least when the kick hits, it won't conflict with this big chunky bass. So this is one, and then I would put another one, which will hopefully give it more character. Oh, it doesn't want to now. Please. Okay. Okay, the second instance is not going to be sidechain. However, already much more impact, much chunkier. Drop the volume. I like to personally put the bass and the kick about at the same dB range at the peak. It's just practice that I do. In the mix it might change, but for a start I think it's good. Then we had those chords. No, this was cool. No, I think I will start with the drums because it is well, I can put that in really, so at least we hear something entertaining. Nice filter in there, this is cool. Okay, now I'm gonna mix the drums one by one, hopefully well. Leave some space, always leave some space. So for me, at least for my own techniques, I like to put the drum low. I don't want to put them too loud, so everything's too loud, so I always leave some space because I know in the mastering they will come out because they take a lot of room in the mix and they are very important. Oh, there seems to be a bug here. Clean that here. Okay, let's make this. I'm gonna start with the toms. Those are quite big and present, so let's see. Very important in the mix though. Well, I like this. Probably 1/8. A bit less. Just a little bit of delay to feed it a little bit more. That sounds like treble techno, right? Of course, in the peak of the track, we don't have all the elements, but still, we're good there. For these toms, again, always cut the lows, guys. Never forget, around 100, maybe a bit higher, depending on where you bass it, depending on your kick. Leave some room. Again, super steep for me. So this hit higher. It's good. It can hit. Doesn't really hit with the kick, so. Ooh, with the bass. This with the bass correlates really, really well. I don't know if you hear it. through. I cannot see what's going on. Ah, here we go. And then we have the plate, which is actually the first one we recorded today. So with the delay, you can kind of place it in the stereo image to really fit it, because it's not gonna hit exactly with the other percussion. So I like it like that. Without, not really there. With, oh yeah, massive difference. Then we have the shakers. They're a bit off, they're a little bit weird, but I like it like that. For this track at least, this is good. Then we have our brass. I think I'll sidechain it to give it a bit more life. Whoa, let's not panic here. And then the pad to complete it. I think was still pretty tribal techno-y here. I would probably cut this, because with the brass not so good, but here. So I do not yet have send channel, this is not the mix and stuff, this is a template, and I think this is gonna be it, guys, for episode 102 of the EDM Sessions. I'm gonna finish that track, put some work onto it, put it onto our site remixdancemusic.com. The link's gonna be below this template, and you can download it for only $5. And of course, the most important thing, as always, may the sounds be with you guys.